What if I told you the reality you live in has no end? Whoever created this reality, whether it was God, evolution, or aliens, created it such that there is no end. Welcome back to the internal journey where we work together to unlock your full potential and the endless nature of our experiences and what that means. I released a video a few weeks ago about how there is no end. In that video, I talked about how our mind can get caught in a loop that has no end. You can check that out here. In this episode, I want to talk about how our reality has no end. That is, we live in a world where there's so much to do, so much to see, so much to experience, and so many possibilities that it doesn't end. I came to this realization when I was traveling. Every time I experienced something new and novel, I thought that was it. I achieved the apex of the human experience. Nothing could get better than this. Yet, there was always something better. After I scuba dove with the school of hammerhead sharks, I thought nothing could top this. The next week, I was camping in the Amazon jungle and thought nothing could top this. Soon after, I'm hiking an active volcano, taking a selfie in front of a seven wonder of the world, hiking the ice sheets of Greenland. It just went on and on. There was no end to the experiences the world could offer. No end. There is so much to do, see, and experience. There is no end to it all. This applies to knowledge and disciplines as well. The more I learned about the history, nature, culture, and religions of the places I visited, the more I realized how much there is to know. Made me truly understand the phrase, the more you know, the more you realize how much you don't know. For example, if you want to study psychology, there's behavioral psychology, clinical psychology, and cognitive psychology. Or you can study the major influencers like Freudian psychology, Jungian psychology, or Adlerian psychology. When I started practicing yoga, I thought yoga was simply rolling out a mat and stretching. Very quickly, I realized there were all types and varieties of practices like Hatha, Ashtanga, Vinyasa, Bikram, Baptiste, Forest, Yin, Nidra, and in a very short time it has evolved into acro yoga, beer yoga, and even naked yoga. There are so many fields, so many majors within each field, so many specialties within each major, and so many expertise within the specialties. It just goes on and on. Like yoga, all these fields are evolving, so even if you could learn them all, with every breath you take, there's more. This especially applies to media, as there are so many types and varieties of videos, shows, and movies, from drama, romance, mystery, comedy, and so many people producing so much content these days that it doesn't end. Again, whoever created this reality, whether it was God, evolution, or aliens, created it such that there is no end. You can jump as deep into any rabbit hole as you want, and there are an infinite number of rabbit holes to jump into. Infinite. So, what does this mean? What do you do with this knowledge? What is the key takeaway here? Well, like the concept I'm describing, the possibilities are endless. It's great because we have endless experiences at our disposal. We never have to be bored with all the options. At the same time, the endless nature of reality means endless distractions, endless things that pull our attention. It's easy to let one distraction lead to another, and before you know it, be completely lost. You have likely experienced this. You start something and get so distracted, you forget what you started and that you even started it. It is easy to get lost in all the options and possibilities and lose yourself in the process. The thing about all the options and distractions is that they seem like they will end. Once they end, you can focus on what you started. Though they don't end. It's a bottomless rabbit hole. Like the advice I gave in the previous video, you have to make a conscious decision to end it. You have to consciously stop the distractions that pull yourself out, no matter how amazing and fascinating. Because there's another level of amazing and fascinating, but you can't get there until you finish what you have started. This is Cam Knight of The Internal Journey. Until next time.